going with the Wii Fit trainer. I do remember now the Wii Fit trainer. Last time we saw Broccoli on stream, he had a tough matchup against Cuffy from St. Peter's, the King Dedede. It felt like Broccoli really, hung to the sides of the stage, which isn't, unnatural for a Wii Fit trainer, but could not really find any openings. And so against Palutena, I feel like the openings aren't going to be any better.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an interesting matchup. This is something that, man, when I tell you, when I see Wii Fit and Palutena on the same screen, every single person in New York like shivers. They just get like a cold sweat down their spine. This is certified New York classic. So it's gonna be a lot of Wii Fit running off stage, and Palutena trying her best to ledge trap. And honestly, having really active multi-hitting moves at ledge is gonna be so big against Header. But right now, NCity a little couple of overcommitments to the explosive flames. They're not pressing the buttons correctly as they land, and as a result, Broccoli's getting a lot of little bits of chip damage with Header.
Ooh, that back throw not going to kill. Edge guard situation here goes high, and it's easily covered. NCity, with that forward, are able to take the first stock and take the lead here against Quinnipiac.
And immediately goes for the back throw for a bit of stage control. A beautiful header angle using the slide of the platform to help assist them with it. And just goes for the fully charged down smash. And honestly, NCity is fully intent on waiting at the ledge and waiting it out. Not really sure why Broccoli was doing that or what they were going for, but you know what? They didn't get punished for it, so you can't fault them.
Trying to find his way back down, is able to do so. And now back into neutral they go. Dash attack still surviving at 163. This is a big chance here to earn some extra credit, but the grab coming through and the up throw still not going to do it. Palutena living to 181. This is big.
Yeah, right now, Broccoli is just doing anything that they can to land, but that's a Wii Fit without any resources, and Wii Fit what really wants to be doing is like sort of drifting off stage, stalling a little bit and going with Header, but the issue is Broccoli keeps going back to center stage, and as a result, NCity is able to juggle land, juggle land, juggle land, and Broccoli simply lacks the buttons to fall on top of Palutena. So sometimes it might be a little bit more favorable to give up that stage control in favor of going off stage. But right now, Broccoli's starting to get a couple of little bits of damage here and there. Sets up the tech chase, immediately dashes back and goes for the header. Has nothing to fear from that explosive flame. Just to continues to throw out all of these projectiles. And now NCity has to find a way to get back on. Burns the Sun Salutation a little bit early. Ooh, this could be huge.
All juggles have been completely mitigated as the percent is back to even, but the last hit of up air connects there, and Broccoli's going to lose his second stock. So NCity back again with the lead, but at nearly kill percent if they get a good setup.
Yep, absolutely. And right now, able to get a couple of nail loops in, but actually trying to finish it a little bit too early. Really smug from NCity not to try to challenge that F smash, because Wii Fit, for whatever reason, always has deceptive hitboxes that just hit all around her. Palutena actually able to use her back air through the Sun Salutation. Ooh, this could be big once again. This time, though, you see Broccoli start to drift out towards the stage and make NCity, like, they baited them with their positioning. And that was just really, really solid. Right now, dashing back and forth, going to be fishing through Sun Salutation a little bit. And NCity is just really aware of it.
Ooh, I like the awareness there. Realizing he's probably going to drift away to get out of that next hit and trying to find the explosive flame instead. But just stands still in neutral B, and there's the second stock off of NCity. And that means we've got a last stock situation, but 84% differential right now. This will be dangerous for Broccoli.
But the thing is, like, Wii Fit can definitely, like, make some of that back up with some of her heals, as long as she is able to play back and actually decrease this differential. Broccoli can quickly swing things into their favor. Also, Wii Fit is no stranger to taking stocks relatively early, be it with, like, a nair setup or perhaps an early spike. Is able to double jump back onto the stage, catch Palutena, whiffing the down tilt at the ledge. This could be so huge for Broccoli right now, getting the whiff punish on the dash attack, and right now it's basically even at this point. Just sort of playing back a little bit, NCity just jumping into all of these different projectiles.
This is very close now. Good forward air. Edge guard situation. Gonna let him grab the ledge. doesn't find the opportunity there, down smashed off the jump, and so now back into neutral, basically dead even percent. Big grab, back throw, another edge guard situation, wanted the soccer ball, not gonna happen. And again the down smash, not gonna connect, tried to catch NCity's landing, forward air, gonna send him off stage.
Broccoli is committing so much of these down smashes, and I cannot but feel like F-tilt would be so much more favorable here, because it's a move that's equally, has equal amounts of coverage, and is still like able to hit a bigger space, and it's much faster. So it's a really good explosive flame. We saw the header start to come out a little bit. It might have actually been able to save Wichita had the header bounced back into her. Very similar to how DDDs will use Gordo to block other moves. But yeah, Broccoli was going for like a lot of high committal kill options, jabs on shields, dash attacks, when in reality sometimes the answer might be as simple as F-tilt, 5-head.
Yeah, I don't think we saw a single F-tilt really come out from Broccoli that whole match, but right at the end there, just both of them tried to play the spacing game, and one side B comes out a little bit faster than the other. And just like that, NCity answers in game 1 here to take game 1 in set number 2, earn a point back for his team, but there were a couple times NCity had what felt like a massive lead, nearly 100% difference, and then it immediately got mitigated back to even percent. It feels a little lucky for him to, close these out.
Yeah, absolutely. Broccoli was starting to fish for it a little bit too much. And more often than not, they were giving up a lot of space to NCity, especially at the ledge. You have to really smother a character like Palutena at the ledge, because that is where she genuinely struggles. She doesn't have, the most gimmicky out of ledge options or incredible buttons. She has to get off the ledge really, really honestly. And more often than not, we did see Broccoli dash back a lot. We saw them go back to center stage immediately, rather than try to pile on the pressure with, F-tilts. And that's what Wii Fit really does best at the ledge there, or really try to go off stage for any 2-frame attempt. So making that kind of a slight adjustment could really, really pay off for Broccoli in the long run. So hopefully they'll be able to integrate some of those into their play in the next game.
Yeah, and Broccoli, was able to, for the most part, once Broccoli was behind, he found a way to get it back to even. It was just not able to capitalize on a lot more of the mistakes that NC made. That being said, we're going to Lilat, and this is an interesting counter pick to say the least.
Yeah, Lilat's definitely an interesting stage. Haru can definitely get a little bit funky with all these different platforms here as well. Right now, both of these players trying to fish for a couple of starters, but NCity trying to go for the falling failure into the dash attack, but sending a little bit too far with the forward. You have to take into account the percent of the amount of knockback. Wow, down tilt is such an active move. That move is just out there forever.
Good parry there, can't convert it into anything, and once again, just back into neutral. NCity's gonna find the back air, and Broccoli, he'll just camp this ledge out for a little bit, just trying to find his way back to stage, and there's the neutral B. That's not gonna do it quite yet, but another hit towards like the center stage like that is going to cause the first stock of the game to be lost by NCity. And now back into an edge guard situation. Finds the explosive flame, and NCity, he just is trying to answer back immediately with some of those explosive flames.
NCity just needs to be a little bit careful about overcommitting to buttons from distances where they can't really interact with Wii Fit. More often than not, you see them preemptively going through like a lot of jumps, a lot of explosive flames, and a lot of dashes. And of course, because you can't actually dash into shield, you can only shield from a walk or running animation. What's happening is NCity is just overcommitting so much and running right into those headers. And they're like not in a position where they can properly defend themselves. So that's just something they really need to be mindful of, because more often than not, their approaches are getting halted. Integrating more walks, or perhaps initiating those dashes from farther away, so that you can get to your running animation faster, could definitely be favorable for them. Right now, they're trying to get this juggle with the explosive flame, not able to find it, and again, pressing all of these buttons so early, they find themselves getting smacked by header over and over.
And it feels like on top of that, this is going to be the kill, but I mean, 85%, and that all really started because of 2 whiffed punishes on the Broccoli's recovery between a missed up smash and then a missed grab attempt on what felt like easy conversions. He could not get it done, and so now a full 100% built on NCity's second stock here, only 46, but has him pinned in the corner for the moment. An awkward
right now,
hit there.
NCity needs to find a way to get back onto the stage. We've just going for jab one over and over. That was quite the interesting animation. But you see, like NCity, instead of going for like gentle approach options, going in with like a lot of full hops to be able to avoid both projectiles, you see them more often than not try to like show hop and dash. And that being said, an excellent catch on the deep breathing, was able to find the stock with the explosive flame. NCity starting to bring it back just a little bit. That was an excellent jump after the back air, recognizing that it was unsafe on hit, and just like that, Broccoli has evened it back up.
Quick conversion here into 27% for NCity, and Broccoli just kind of holding on to this ledge for as long as he can now. Gets the grab, can't find another hit off of it, and the two are just trading back and forth here on the right side of the stage. Forward tilt into edge guard, the side B's trade as well. Gets the deep breathing, and he's able to make his way back to stage.
Broccoli's been going through like a lot of get-up attacks after the first down tilt, and it looks like NCity has enough time to be able to shield after it. So if they can like start mixing that up, and that's going to be a ledge regrab, but NCity once again running into the head, it is so dangerous. Gets the first up here, the second one might be able to take it, and yes, it will. And just like that, NCity taking it over Broccoli, bringing home, oh goodness, a fair amount of points for WSU. Wow.
NCity closing out game 2, closes out set 2, and that means that we will be tied at 4 apiece since both games were 1 stock apiece. And I was going to mention right there at the end, Lilat's blast zone, especially on the ceiling, looked very low, and Palutena had not used a lot of up air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had not used a lot of up air, so it's very strong. It's a very strong move, and so that was well played by NCity.
Yeah, no.